Earlier this week, we had an opportunity to watch the women amateurs on the same course. 4 tours, 37 total miles. 18 nations represented among the 75 riders. And remember now, they are amateur. Greg LeMond, Jonathan Boyer, all professionals. And among the American contingent of women, 3 outstanding medal prospects: Connie Carpenter, Rebecca Twigg, and Cindy Oliveri.
So this leading group has established itself now as the strongest girls on the road. And this is Rebecca Twigg of the United States, the 20-year-old who turned down the chance of defending her world title in track cycling last week to come down to Alton Rhine to try and take the road title for the first time. In this very strong front group, this is Connie Carpenter, the girl who did take the world track title away from Rebecca Twigg in her absence, and Carpenter trying to do the unique double. The defending world champion, Mandy Jones of Great Britain, goes through, and the blonde girl from Sweden, Marianne Berglund, perhaps the greatest danger in this breakaway to United States supremacy.
And through the early stages of this race, the American contingent, that trio of Connie Carpenter, Rebecca Twigg, and Cindy Oliveri, doggedly chasing Maria Cannons of Italy, a 34-year-old former cross-country skier who did yeoman's duty pulling the group up the mountains on the second of 4 laps.
And Cindy Oliveri at the back of the group there, on the right, the tall girl from Pleasant Hill in California, 26 years of age, and I think possibly the surprise of this group.
But as the leaders came flashing down the course onto the flatlands near the start-finish line, completing their second tour, the lead group had suddenly dwindled, for Connie Carpenter was nowhere to be seen. The group that had been 7 was now 6. Included in the 6, the 2 Americans, Twigg and Oliveri. We were later to learn that Connie Carpenter had fallen on the descent. She was uninjured. She was able to get back on her bike, but she now trailed the lead group by 1.5 minutes.
And truly one of the most amazing performances of this title fight is coming from Maria Cannons of Italy, the 34-year-old mother who was 2 years ago the winner of the cross-country ski competition in her country, is now learning to be a world champion cyclist as well.
Oliveri, for 3/4 of the race, tenaciously hung with the leaders, but as they came to the flatland for the final time an hour later, nearly 37 miles into the event, it was Rebecca Twigg, the lone American among the 4 who broke away.
So it looks now as though this World Championship is going to be decided in a sprint finish. Amanda Jones of Great Britain, the defending champion, looks over his shoulder, sees Marianne Berglund of Sweden come alongside. And there goes an attack from Rebecca Twigg on the back. This is the second time the race has had a serious attack from Twigg. The other one came just 2 laps ago in the hills.
But like the unsuccessful attempt to break away in the hills, this too was foiled, as suddenly, moments later, the leaders had caught Rebecca Twigg. And what started out as a kick to the finish suddenly slowed and became very much a tactical race.
And so Twigg opens up the dash for the line, takes 2 riders across the right, leaves Amanda Jones on the left of the picture. Twigg now winding up the sprint, towing clear. It looks as though Marianne Berglund is the only girl now. This is a battle between the United States and Sweden. Twigg looks over to her left, and as she's done that, the attackers come from the other side. Berglund goes for home, half a length in it, and she is the women's world road race champion.
Rebecca, I know it has to be a great disappointment, but there has to be a tremendous sense of satisfaction. A silver medal in the World Championships has to be a terrific accomplishment as well.
Yeah, I'm happy about getting silver.
Did you think you had the race won when you came down to those last couple of meters?
Yeah, I kind of did.
You looked over one shoulder and she came in the other direction, or how did those last few meters go?
I think that must have been it, yeah, because I didn't see her. And a few meters later, she went by, and so she must have been on the other side.
You tried to make the break on the final climb, right to the summit.
Right.
But they wouldn't let you get away.
No, Maria seemed to be intent on chasing me down.
Well, again, congratulations, a
Thank
silver
you.
medal. You've done very, very well.
A second place for Rebecca Twigg. Cindy Oliveri finishes 6th. Connie Carpenter was 7th.